Get up, polish all their equipment, going for inspection, do drill until about 9 o'clock in the morning when they prepared and ate their breakfast. They did more drill until about 1 o'clock when they prepared and ate their dinner. After that, it was fatigues. If you messed up in drill, they had you doing more drill, punishment drill, possibly knew a skilled trade prior to joining the British Army. You were a good carpenter, blacksmith, cobbler, or something of that sort. They'd put you to work doing that to give you a little bit of extra cash money for it. If you didn't do either of those two things, then the Army always had something for you to do. Building roads, building houses, digging ditches, helping to strengthen and repair the works around the fort, acting as military police in town, even helping farmers harvest their crops. There was always something to be done. At 6 o'clock, the soldiers had free time. Any guesses as to what they do, Pat?
Go to bed.
Sweat. Not go to bed. Not watch TV. Sweat.
Get drunk.
Get drunk. Get drunk. That's all that matters. Absolutely.
And so,
drunk, gambling, singing, carousing, some looting often. Yes, it was a typical Napoleonic British soldier doing typical British Napoleonic soldier things. That's normally finding the nearest tavern, maybe finding the nearest whorehouse as well. Okay, in fact, there were a number of taverns in the town of Amherstburg that offered those extra services. You didn't even have to go to 2 different places. You can get them all 2 for 1 deal. Okay, so, and this is a normal thing. In fact, most of these towns of today, we think of them as quaint, pretty, charming little towns. Prescott, Ontario, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. Even this town, which is another quaint, pretty little town, 200 years ago were pretty much considered the filthiest towns you could find in the world. I mean, there were these little, tiny, dirty, filthy towns filled with taverns, filled with prostitution. I mean, it was and the reason is, the very simple reason is that they catered to the garrison. They catered to the fort. When you go. If there's no more beer flowing in the town, there's no need for a soldier to still be there. The sergeants and officers and march into town, round up this drunken lot, march the rabble back into the fort, back into these buildings, and as Eric already said, lock the door behind them to prevent a searching at night. And again, that was the soldiers' day, day in and day out, for 7 or 21 years. The 2 enlistment periods at the time for foreign postings such as India, Australia, Canada, and the West Indies. And again, a lot of these guys were joining for 21 years. It gave you a larger bounty at the beginning and a larger pension at the end. It really was one of the best jobs for these people at the time period.